feeling everything's in the way. Tried to hide things deep inside, but still I feel they stare. It's all because of what I love. You think that they would care? You're all ears until you use your eyes. It's all clear. It's why somewhere they're disguised. I can't see myself caving just to hide who I am. The image may be fading, but music's all in the head. Give me just one shot, I'd say. Let me do my thing. Close your eyes and fantasize. I'm sure the bells will ring. Be all ears until you use your eyes. It's all clear. It's why somewhere they're disguised. Because there is this fear that needs to disappear. Just play how you play to hell with what they say.
Local radio station 93.3 WMMR right here in Philadelphia. Our dude from up 24, Local Shots Artist of the Month. Don't hide! That was tonight's choice. Shut the fellas off will bring us on camera, and I will say, whoops, I almost forgot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night, and we are 100% live, and we're back. This is the U Show, and I almost forgot to bring somebody into the studio. Back with us again for a second time. Limited time tonight. We got it from 8 to 9. One of my absolute favorite new people on earth. Yoshio crowd. You know her, and she got high praise. Let's hear it for Jossalyn Rogalski. Jossalyn, welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me again. How's it going?
It's going great, and definitely happy to have you back. We had a good time the first time. Little audio thing, but you know we worked that out. And
Minor things.
I'm right, a little bit. It happens on my end. Don't worry about it. But it was funny when as we do Wednesday nights, we do a little more harder music. We've reached out to people to be guest co-host. Vin from formerly of American Mosh Pits does the late night part, like 9 on. And when you message people and you even see like, oh, they're into music, they're into this, they're into that, they're into all kind of stuff, you're like, want to come on? And a lot of them are like, no. Jocelyn, when you were like, I always thought about it. People told me to give it a try, so I tried it. What did you think after your first attempt? And, well, obviously good enough to bring you back for a second.
I definitely had a bit of nerves just because of the whole first timer thing, but yeah, getting over it. It was fun though, and yeah, obviously I came back again, so it went well.
You sure did, and you got a good voice for it. I'm going to tell you that absolutely. You got a good voice for it. You got a good look for it. People like the tats and all that good
Thank
stuff.
you.
So yeah, man, you got what it takes, and the voice is incredible, and I enjoyed it so far. Sure. We got a good one tonight. My good friend Zach Wolf, who watches the show a lot, and we had a little moshing accident together when he popped me in the face. He does bring me some great names of bands. He brought me this one. We got them here tonight, coming up around 8:30 this evening. The fellas from Whale Fall will be in the house. We're excited for that. Kind of a newer band, a little bit of a different style. I know Jocelyn, we talked about it. He said, yeah, I've been listening to it, and yeah, I like it.
Definitely a bit more hardcore than what I'm used to, but I like the vibe.
Yeah, it is pretty hardcore. And I said to him, like, man, it's like all screaming. Michael Hayes in the house. We, of course, love you and your band as well, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I went all out tonight, traversed the Abyss t-shirt, because Eric Abyss was kind enough to pop in last night. And I'm like, my man, so tonight I'll wear his shirt. I need shirts from you, dude. I need shirts from everybody. All the hardcore. Doing that a lot more on Wednesdays, and we're enjoying it. And if you missed it last time, Jocelyn's a little bit of a pit girl, right?
Yeah, just a tad.
Just a tad. I was talking about that last night, too, and some people were still like, really? But I do love it. I think that's awesome. Anything new since we were here a few weeks back?
I have just been picking up tons of shifts. I'm still working at my little Dollar General job right now. I'm actually quitting that here soon. I went to the, of course, I'm having a brain fart moment. I went to wow, how embarrassing. I went to a show with my best friend recently. What was it? I've gone to 6 shows during the month of July, so that's why they're all just like mixing in my
Oh,
brain. We
sure.
went to
I
see
bet.
Hatebreed. That's what it was. Duh. I was like, I know it starts with an
Nice.
H. I was just
Yes, you
having a
did.
whole brain fart, but that was great.
How was that? I know you were psyched up for it and you did a lot of good hype beforehand. But did it live up to the hype? I'm sure it did.
It was great. Yeah, we ended up leaving just a couple minutes earlier before Hatebreed was officially over because my friend was feeling a little tired and we were like dying of hunger. But I saw like 5 new bands and we got to see like Destroy Everything. At least was a great song. I was like happy to be there for that moment, and I was one of the few girls in the pit per usual. There's like only a little handful out there, but it's always fun to get in and just let your stuff out, you know.
That's wild. Last night we had Suicide Puppets on the show. I don't know if you're
Hmm.
familiar with them, if you ever seen them, etc. Um, but they were talking about when they went on tour. They're in Texas, and this one bar had an all-girl mosh pit. Have you seen anything close to that yet?
Has done something similar to that. She does
Okay.
an all-girl mosh pit, and she actually does this thing called her twerkle pit, and she gets all the girls out there for her one song. I can't remember what song she does it in, but yeah, she's like, I want everyone to get out there and shake some ass, is what she's like. But yeah, they try to have a little all-girl moment for her. That's the only person that I know of in the industry doing it, besides, yeah, Suicide Puppets in Texas.
That was pretty wild. And because I mentioned this, we had Jossalyn, and she does our show, and she'll be on tomorrow. And I mentioned, skinny little thing jumping out right in the middle of these pits. And they said, yeah, man. And tell you what, the women are scarier in the pit. Is that true? Are women like
I
letting
feel
it
like
all
maybe
hang out in the pit?
there, yeah, we got that female rage built up, you know.
Especially towards men, correct?
I feel like, yeah, that's when I get in there and just let it out.
That's the beauty part of metal and goth and all that stuff. Now people say, "Oh, if you break up with Taylor Swift, she'll write a mean song about you. If you break up with Jocelyn, she's gonna kick your ass in the pit. You choose. You decide.
Choose wisely. Yeah.
Choose wisely." What was that thing? Men or beer or men or bear? Remember that thing they were talking
Oh
about?
yeah, man or
Yeah,
bear.
yeah.
You know,
So bear or mosh pit girl?
good
Bear, bear.
options.
That is awesome. So we are excited for Whale Fall tonight. Um, so I want to ask you. I touched up a little bit with Jewel about it. Jewel, by the way, shout out. She is a big fan of yours as well. Loves the eye makeup, etc.
Oh,
So
why?
hello.
Thank you.
Sure. This whole Sydney Sweeney debacle. I know
Oh,
it's been all over the news. To you, is it really that big of an issue? And I just want to say from the sexualizing point of it. Is it oversexed? Is it overworked, over tantalizing? What's your opinion on it from a female point of view, especially a younger female? That's supposedly it's the voice of now is how the young females feel.
I feel like there are definitely worse ads because, yeah, like we've discussed before, like sex sells. It's like an old traditional thing. I think there were like other concerns that the public mainly had. I personally don't quite care too much. Yeah, I've never shopped American Eagle. I don't own anything by them, so it doesn't really have a big influence on me. Um, but then I think didn't you post? Oh yeah, got some nice stuff.
I got my wife's shorts and she never threw the bag out of them. I got you, prop.
It's a good tote though. Yeah, reusability, sustainability. But yeah, I don't have much of an opinion, honestly. I feel like there's lots of sexualization, obviously, and lots of marketing. So there's worse things out there.
There is, like, even on the Yo show, like my face alone, that's not selling sex. Sex, I mean, preventive sex, but yeah, that face has got something going on. Oh, I finally, by the way, lost my tooth. I don't know if you noticed, but it
Oh,
did
I
pop.
see it
It
now.
did pop
Yeah,
out. Yeah, so I gotta back to the dentist and all kind of work, and I'll
got
be a
some work
new
to do.
me
Yeah,
in no time. So I'm very excited about
I hope it goes well. Yeah.
it. Thank you so much. So in the end, now American Eagle kind of fired back in a good way. They put out more ads saying Sydney Sweeney's friends have great genes, and they brought out the different ethnic people, Chinese, I think, and African American, and have made them models as well. And everyone's like, well, okay, well that's cool. Did that make a difference to you at all? I mean, in the beginning, none of that made a difference to me.
I feel like because of how the public's reaction was, they were talking about like the ad itself. I think most people were heated less about the sexualization, but more about like the underlying messages is what people were perceiving it as. So in a way, I haven't seen the ads that you're talking about. Actually, I was Googling earlier trying to find like their attempt to save themselves. But I haven't seen them, but they sound like a good way to like make up for what the public was calling for.
I agree, and to me, and I've always said this, a size, a race, a type of any female performer, model, actress, whatever, don't really matter to me. I'll watch anybody do anything that I think is good. You know what I mean? So for this commercial, I happen to be a Sydney fan. I'm like, oh yeah, oh god, what a great commercial. It realized it was so deep. Like I would have never thought twice.
Yeah, I've seen lots of like the hate going around on TikTok or like the parodies and remakes just like making fun of her in it. So yeah, it's quite the backlash.
Quite backlash, backlash, and then silly little AI things of what American Eagle may have said back to the public. I don't know if I believe any of that. That's a little too far fetched. I do know. I want to show you something cool before the band comes out. Because
I'm excited. What is it?
Tuesdays I do beer of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And last night's beer of the week is that suntan lotion. I busted out another one for tonight. But look at this beer I found perfectly for this evening. Are you ready for this?
Something fancy, huh?
No, not really, but it's wild. The brewery is Big Oyster Brewery, and the beer is. Are you ready for this? Whale
wow.
Song. Hey, right?
Okay.
I'm like, holy shit.
Matches
So,
the art. Perfect.
I know, right? It's like, yeah, it's got like even matches like the color scheme here and matches the
Love it.
band and does it match? Let me see your eye makeup tonight. Does it match your eye makeup?
It's just a plain wing. That's all I got going
Ah,
on. It's
okay.
actually smearing a bit. I see that. Wow. I've been doing a bunch of errands before this.
I got you. Yeah, you would said it. You know what I love though, and I've had a lot of great co-hosts come on the show, but you are so good at communicating. It's wild.
I try. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you. And again, no disrespect to anybody else, but the constant communication, I'm going to make it, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be this time, God, it helps a lot. Oh my God, it does.
Yeah, eases the stress, I'm sure.
A lot. JD Wolf in the house, of course, he was one of the people who said, yeah, man, bring Jossalyn back. We enjoy her.
Oh, thank you.
There she is, one of our biggest fans, JD. Let's try this out. Little love hands. In honor of Jossalyn, and of course in honor of tonight's guest, Whale Fall, we will try Whale Song beer by Big Oyster Brewery, and we'll try not to spill it all over the place like I did last night. I suck at this.
I'm drinking on I've never tried this before, an Olipop cherry cola. I'm trying to get like healthier pops. It has like prebiotics and a bunch of plant fiber.
Wow,
Healthy option.
that is way too much for me. You lost me at Olipop. What is that,
Olipop. Yeah, I've only been trying the poppy, like the Doc Pop that they have. I've never
Okay.
tried this brand. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent.
We're going to do a double review, so what do you think? Pretty decent?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely
Alright.
a little different, like a little sweeter. You can taste like the plants in it, but it's good.
JD, thank you, because I'm glad Jossalyn's enjoying hers, because this thing tastes like grass.
Really?
Hey, it tastes like grass. It's like
Not ideal. Definitely don't look good.
Whale Fall, we love you. Whale Song, we do. It tastes like stale cauliflower mixed in your backyard that you're eating
gosh.
grass to get to it.
Rating out of 10.
Right, it gets 1 bell for sure. JD, I like how you knew it without even me having to say a word. 1 bell out of 5 for whatever the hell that is. Jossalyn, how many bells for Olipop?
I would give it like a good 3.5. It's
3.5.
pretty good.
All right. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Night, I got a few people last night said I cheated by rating the beer of the week, so I'll keep drinking it this week. Suntan list. Gotta give it a 3.8. I got I'm gonna go full 4, but I also didn't want to go, 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what I mean.
Interesting name for it.
It is. I have no idea what it has to do with suntan lotion, but it's pretty good. Let's do a song, because it's something we do here. And like I said, if you like the hard stuff, it's going to be it. Whale Fall is the band. And we are going to start off with, let's go. I lost the song. Oh my god, I lost one of the songs. So we're going to go with Ocean Garden because I totally accidentally deleted the other one, which we're going to go fetch. Anyway.
I like the build up in this one. It's a good one.
I know, it's about 8 minutes though, so hang tight,
A
people.
long one.
I know, we're barely going to see any Jossalyn tonight, so get your looks in while you can.
It's okay.
I love you. You're great. You're just so into the moment. I dig it. Ocean Garden, like I said, about close to 8 minutes, but it is tonight's special guest, Whale Fall. Check out this song. We'll be back from the Yo Show live Wednesday night with Jeff, Jossalyn, and later tonight, Vin, the heavy metal tool guy. We'll be back.
This is Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
Man, that was something else.
Got a little
Just
free
that
ad moment.
on the stream. Man, Whalefall, Ocean Garden. What do you think? They gave you a lot of time to do a lot. But I like this. The song had a lot of different variations. I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of different sounds and
Multiple
directions.
songs in one there.
Right? Yeah, pretty cool. And people always ask me, like I said, I've been doing this almost 8 years, and people are like, "What do you do while the song goes on?" Well, first we listen to the song. I really do. Secondly, we share some thoughts, and I gotta tell you, you and I strangely alike.
Yep.
You know, on the fly, and again, I appreciate it. It was kind of last minute. We were supposed to have another guest co-host, and it wasn't going smooth. So with plenty of time, I'm like, yeah, let's just get Jossalyn back in there. And you're like, ooh, yeah, okay, you got me in time. You're working, but you'll make it. And to make it kind of
Grateful to be
rush
here.
around. And I appreciate that eating on the fly. I do it a ton.
Yeah. Good little song break there to eat.
There we go. Right, it was about close to an 8-minute song. So there you go. Get your food in. I'm back here drinking, and I realize like the longer the song is, the more chance I get to. I'll tell you what I'm not drinking is Whale Song.
Can't do that one, huh?
Jossalyn, during the video, I went back and tried it. No,
About gagged.
not at all. It's right. Oh, if anybody's watching from Big Oyster Brewery, shout out. But
Questionable one there.
right, you've insulted my guest. We'll fall around 8:30. We talked about looks, and I know we talked about like your eye makeup, etc. And the new thing, like I seen it with Pam Anderson, now we see it with Jenna Ortega, the less makeup, no eyelashes,
The eyebrows, right?
no eyebrows. I meant it. I meant to, yeah. So, is that your thing?
I've never done it, but I think it's a really cool, like, editorial, like, avant-garde style. I don't know if that's even the correct terminology for it, but I think it's definitely, like, a really cool look. I love anything, like, different, you know, and, like, alternative. So I'm just not bold enough to try it myself yet.
Right, and that's a lot. But and people are like, well, Pam did it. Yeah, Pam is definitely. Yeah, Pam Anderson is definitely on the line to change her image. She wants to be different, and that's cool. She's supposed to be dating Liam Neeson. Like that's great stuff. Change her image, whatever. I like that. But now we see like a younger girl like Jenna Ortega, who like everybody of course Wednesday. Oh gosh, she's so beautiful. This and the other thing. She's like, you know what?
I looked it up earlier just so I know what she's looking like before and after, so I had a reference to be prepared. I think it's a look, though. I like it. I don't know which I like before more, or like before or after. They're
Oh
both a
wow.
good look. To
I
me,
can tell
anyway.
you-
I know it's a taste of opinion.
It's not a good look on me. I can guarantee you. Even like if we go here, let's go here real quick, and those who watch every week know exactly where I'm going if I can find it. Oh, there it is.
I think I know. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
look at me with no beard and a much fatter face. Yeah, no.
How time
beard.
flies.
Yeah, time does fly. God, Jewel hates that picture. Says she looks terrible. I think she looks great in
Oh,
it.
she looks amazing.
Right, it was kind of their idea was back to back, one cocky person, one smart regular person. And Jewel's like,
I like the lip
hate
color, too. It's a good lip color.
I like it too, and I know you're big into makeup. You do a lot of the makeup stuff, and that's I love that.
I try.
I love that. I love that you love that because she hates that picture,
It's a good one. She got a nice highlight there popping, too.
right? She's lovely. She knows she is, and she didn't make it last night. Yeah, we missed that. How about your sister? Oh, well, my sister could definitely use that look. You've met my sister, correct?
For JD there.
My
I
sister
haven't.
Jeffany?
Oh, it's like, what?
My sister Jeffany, with the long blonde hair. We're like identical twins.
Never
except-
seen that. That's
Except
funny.
for the hair, that's it was a big thing for a while around here. I have no idea why. She could use a little lipstick and eyeshadow.
You got a name for her?
Jeffany. Instead of
Love it.
Stephanie. It's Jeffany. Yeah. My parents had twins. One was Jeff. Need a female name. Jeffany. Let's spare all the viewers of this. with bringing out our guest. The guys are backstage. Guys, if you're ready and you can hear, give me a thumbs up and we'll bring in 2 extremely enthusiastic thumbs up. And I am, Jossalyn, I'm so excited to get him out here because I got to see that hat. We played one of their numbers out here earlier. Ocean Garden, we love it. Let's bring out the dudes from
You should
like
say
the
howdy.
mayor
Howdy.
What's up? What's up?
I love the hat. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
So,
you gotta do the Elvis.
Thanks for coming on.
We
have started getting a big push for metal on, and a lot of people have asked for metal. So Wednesday nights we've been doing a lot of metal. You were one of the first bands that people asked me to get. So thank you. So what's it like, man? What is the metal scene like for you guys?
It's pretty influential for me. I mean, it's a huge part of my life. So that's cool. I'm glad that we're one of the first. That's awesome. It's huge. But yeah, I mean, metal's always been there since my early teens, I want to say, with like Slipknot and Korn and like just progressing as metal like evolved over the years. I was following with it. So like then you got the death metal, deathcore, and now we're at like gent and thal, whatever that entails, I guess.
Yep. Me too. Well, not really. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like the older I get, the more I feel myself getting away from it, metal. But it's really formative to who I am, I would say. So I don't think I'll ever get away from it, but I love writing, playing metal, stuff like that. But listening wise, I maybe half of what I listen to is metal,
That's fair.
and the other half is stupid. Sorry.
What is the stupidest? Give us the guilty pleasure.
Yeah, you gotta tell.
I had, when I was a kid, it lives rent free in my brain, a cassette tape called Rappin' Rabbit, and nobody knows about it. Like, well, I mean, people know about it because I talk about it, but no one can like make me not feel crazy being like, oh yeah, I remember Rappin' Rabbit. But my mom, I remember like being a little kid, this was my jam. And then I got older and I would play the tape and I'm like, wow, they really like pushed the Christianity with me without me even noticing. Rappin' Rabbit was a Christian rabbit.
Was he rapping?
He was spitting, but you know, blow your trumpets, Jericho, want me. Stupid. And I don't listen to it, but I sing it to myself, and I listen
Still
to myself.
to this day?
Yeah. Rabbit. No.
It explains the aggressive music.
Yes, fully.
Yeah, I had to push back on that.
Do you guys have some kind of screen or something? I hear my voice doubling. I don't know if you notice.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're having technical difficulties.
It's part of the show. It's part of going live.
Do you have him on another screen?
I don't think so. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing.
I was cutting out.
It's his first time.
Tyrants, and I've embarrassed myself. So you guys are chill.
I'm feeling a little embarrassed right now, and if the hat didn't do it, then the replaying audio to you guys is definitely gonna be the nail in my coffin.
To be fair, this is very fitting for Whalefall.
Yeah, that's true.
Anybody who knows us knows that technology hates us.
8 years deep into doing this, and I still do this. So if it's very Whalefall, it's very Yosho.
Awesome. Did we fix it?
I think I still hear doubling, but like it's not unbearable. You know,
Is it coming through on the output of the show?
I believe the chat's
believe
saying
the
that.
chat's
I
saying
can hear it
that.
as well. I can hear it as well.
Oh, shit.
But it's not like a big bother for me. Audience
Hold
is
on
audience.
1 minute. How about now?
Try it now. Try it now. No, it's delayed. It's delayed, but it's still there.
How the hell?
I think we might still hear it, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Well, I'm really sorry. Everyone listening and you guys we're talking to, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, this is like a good like image of our music in a nutshell.
Maybe my personality too.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know that I kind of dig it because you guys make great music, super cool videos, and yet
Like,
stuff
yeah.
like this can give you a curveball, but then that's no big deal though. How do you create? You guys do everything. You do the music, and the production. You do it all. That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. How do you guys manage all of that?
Well, the girlfriend's definitely not happy these days. Yeah, losing a lot of valuable. Well, I wouldn't say it's valuable time. It's just I'm losing a lot of valuable sleep, per se. Just any free time I get, I'm throwing towards the band these days. I know the same goes for him. As much time as he has available for the band, I know he's putting in 120%, and it's a lot, but we're constantly learning everything as we go. So if we hit a wall, we got to get past it. So like 4 days ago, I had no idea how to edit video, and
Wow.
4 days later or 3 days later, we had the lyric video that is posted. So I mean, I did have help with Dillon Street Boys. Shout out to them. They definitely set down a good template for me, and then I kind of did the finishing work and polishing of it, and then I do some of the artwork. Like the first two singles, I did the artwork for them, but it's a lot doing that and all the different programs you have to learn, and then editing music. It's a lot. So for the new single coming out, we actually went to Fiverr and we found an artist who can do the same style artwork that we laid down, and I think they nailed it out of the park for what we were going for. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I deal with it. What do you got?
I don't know.
Sleep, drink, your typical routine.
I'm very lucky and unlucky because he either is on Ritalin or needs Ritalin.
I need it.
Well, it gets things done. I have a really bad habit of not paying attention to my phone, and I try to check every few days, and I have a few hundred messages from him and telling me,
No lie.
well, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but
It's pretty close.
it helps me to stay on track though, because I get into like manic, I don't know if that's the right word, I'm going to use it, manic episodes where it's like I'll be writing, recording, mixing, blah blah blah, doing all this crazy crap for like 48 hours and realize I need to eat, I need to shower, I need to sleep, and I'm like, holy crap.
You say it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then I kind of reel myself back and
It gets bad
get into a
sometimes.
normal routine of like living and going to church because Rappin' Rabbit told me so, and combing my hair. And then I come back to his messages and he's like, hey, what's going on? We got to do this. And I'm just like, oh,
Yep.
shit. And then I lose myself, and it's a vicious cycle.
That message was a week ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
I immediately overwhelm them with
Any-
too much.
Anyone who knows me knows I'm like the worst offender. If you're dying, don't call me. Don't. I mean, nothing personal. It's just you're gonna bleed out waiting for me because
Oh God, I would hope
I'm
they would call
praying.
911.
I'm praying
That
to
situation.
Rapping Rabbit Jesus that I'm just saying sane and don't call me. I'm sorry.
Jocelyn, got a question
question
for the Bells.
Um, my
My
question, I guess, is what
what
inspired you to make
make
Ocean
Ocean
Garden?
Garden?
I'm impressed by how long it is, and like how it's so many different songs in one.
Like one.
Well, he composed that whole song.
God.
Hard question.
There's a long version and a short version, and I live to tell the long version, but I'll try to spare you guys. We created a concept that was really cool to both of us, and it kind of grew from there. And I have a really hard time writing songs that are like decently under 5 minutes. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
just can't do it. And I think now he has that problem too.
Yeah, thanks.
Our CD has so many songs that are ridiculous. Like we decided we want to release an instrumental, so I started writing an instrumental, and it's like 15 minutes long. And I'm like, well, maybe it can be 3 songs or something. I don't know. We'll do something.
We'll keep it all one track.
It's way too long.
It'll be a whale-sized track.
Yeah, it can be
Perfect.
too. But basically, when we started doing the beginning, I feel like I'm yelling. Hopefully, I'm not. We started doing the beginning, and it was like, very, I don't know what words to use, vintage feel or something like that. And that we wanted to destroy it from there. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So
No, I kind of get it because
I will speak for myself. I like to take songwriting in terms of, I remember ADD, sorry. I remember a long time ago, I wrote a
this is how we
song.
make music.
A song about a raid in Destiny, the Crota Zen raid. And it was the best song I think I've ever written in my life. And I realized, like, if I'm writing a song that's based on a story with definitive start and end, like if I can go through the story as if you're reading a book, and I feel like it's written with that in mind. I think the whole CD is really it's meant to be like a transformative thing, and the CD is entirely too long. Well, I love it, but but it's meant to be
Spoiler.
like interactive. Well, you don't really interact with it, but an experience from start to finish. I miss the days of getting home from school and putting a CD on and laying on your bed and listening to the entire thing. And the CD is kind of like respecting that in the way that a lot of people like watching movies to numb the world. And well, we can't make movies yet, so
maybe. I do know how to edit a video now. Kinda.
Yeah, look out, Hollywood.
But yeah, like Ocean Garden was basically the start to the story, so we wanted to like bring that vibe into it. It would, like, I call it the Disney intro at the very beginning, but he says it's Fox. But I mean, it's like a beautiful way to start that vibe, and then right into the heaviness and the craziness, and halfway through we're right back into like a subtle like break and transitions into, I don't even know what you call that, and ends on a heavy note.
I like the beginning of that piece. It's really like tranquil and calming, and then that build up, just boom in your face, like 40
Yeah.
seconds. So it's a cool transition. I thought.
Yeah, very much.
That was probably the most appealing part when I heard it originally when he showed me the song. I was like, oh man, I really like that build up a lot. And at first it wasn't that intense. I remember I was like, we need to revamp this a little bit and make it a little bit more crazy. And he knocked it out of the park because like that noise or whatever right at like as soon as it kicks in, it's like this weird like whine or something. I don't even know. It's a crazy noise that the guitar is making. It's awesome. Good job.
Well, thank you very much. I think one thing that I really like about everything. Well, actually, not life. I don't like it about life, but books and music and everything is tension and release. I think releasing tension is like that's the point of the tension being there. And I think Ocean Garden is like that. Like it kind of woo woo woo, you know, you're floating on the ocean, I guess.
It's like a wave, yeah, the
Corny,
current,
but
pull, feel it.
yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah.
We probably feel music a little bit differently too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Is it
okay.
hard?
I get what you're saying. I get what
being
you're
a
saying.
being a two-man band? It's just
We actually prefer it.
Yeah, I think I prefer it.
Yeah.
Well,
To a point.
depends. I prefer it because I like it. I think like sometimes when he talks about, I don't want to throw him under the bus here. Talks about like, hey, you know, when we're playing a show in the future, and I'm just like, I don't know about that. 'Cause I don't.
Well, that's why I say if, like, you know,
Yeah,
you never know. We might find people that want to play our stuff, and then I'll be able to do vocals, like, and not have to try and figure out how to do vocals and guitar, and it's a lot. So that's why I try and tell our fans too that, you know, we don't have anybody, so it's just us. So if you want to see us live, we'll bring like a little karaoke setup, and like I'll scream through a microphone and play our track through it. And he'll control the levels on like the actual speaker. He'll sell merch.
Moral support.
The bar drink. Yeah, I'll give you a shoulder rub if
He's actually the groupie.
No,
I don't know how he got on the podcast.
I think right now being two-piece is really beneficial. I think for our creative vision, or well, I don't know if you want to call it that. I'll call it that. Our creative vision is, I mean, we're on the same wavelength with that. So I feel like if you add other people at this point in time, they wouldn't, God, I sound so cheesy. They wouldn't have the same passion for it as we do. But I don't mean it like that. It's just this was nothing, and then the idea
Like a year ago, it was literally nothing. Not even a thought. I mean, it was kind of a thought.
the
But
whole, I don't know. I stay so true to the story that we're trying to develop with it, and but I don't know how to word it. I would feel like a new boss took over at your job and was like, hey, you need to wear these uniforms now. And it's like, but we're good with where we are. And maybe in the future, like when we're done with the story that we're trying to tell and we're working on another one, it'd be a good time to like try to put out the feelers and see who else we can
absorb.
Absorb is. I was gonna say work with, but we're not prima donnas.
No, we want to. If we're gonna pick up anybody, I would want to absorb them, and if they can bring the creative side to Whalefall, then that's a plus. But
That's
if
a really important part.
well, not necessarily, because if we want to keep it on the same path, me and you could do creative, and then we find people to just play it live. Like they might just like playing our stuff live. Like we have Nicholas, shout out to you. He went and followed our Discord as soon as we made it, and immediately he was like, "Hey, can you send me the drum track? Just drums." He's like, "I want to learn it." And I was like, "All right." My stipulation was you got to film it and send it to us once you learn it, because we want to share the video of you playing our stuff, and like that way we can help you. And
what song was that?
It was Ocean Garden,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, it's gonna take him a while. 8 minutes worth of
I
drumming.
I
Christ.
feel weird. Like I remember exporting the drums and being like, holy crap, giving the drums that I wrote to a drummer, like he's gonna pick this apart.
Oh yeah,
I
he
don't know
did.
how to write drums.
He immediately was like, "Oh, I like this. It's a nice like step down from what I'm used to play, because it's."
Wait till he gets to the part with like 4 cymbals at the same time. You can't play that as a human, but
Yeah, you just play it to the best of their capabilities.
eh.
I mean, the drummer from Shadow of Intent, when I went to see them, he was asked the question if they were ever going to play the song live, and he was like, "No, we wrote that song with the intention to never play it live. That's why the drums are so crazy." And it's like, yeah, I get that on some songs. Like
I think
we just want to go all out on
I
some songs.
permanently live there. Well, hopefully not permanently, but right now I live there.
Showboating
And
all the time.
Hopefully in the future, I'll tone it back a little bit. I remember, oh God, here I go ranting again. I remember
Back in my day,
Pepperidge Farm. I remember being younger and playing in bands and stuff, and it's like you write crazy. Well, okay, I didn't write crazy music, but I wrote music that I was like, yeah, I like this. And then it's like, okay, go play a show. And when I'm playing a show, everyone's like, I remember drummer, stupid drummer. I'm just kidding. You'd be like, hey, you got to get more into it. And I was like, says the guy who can't blast. I mean, come on, bro. I'm just
oh
kidding.
yeah,
But I feel like
forgot
I'm
about that.
concentrating on what we're playing because unfortunately I wrote it like at the top of my ability, and that's not very wise, because then when you have to play it in front of a bunch of people,
Yeah,
and forget it. If
you're
I
gonna
remember
hate playing it live.
one
every
time,
time.
that same drummer, he was like, "Hey,
We
let's
won't
go
say
to
his
the bar
name.
before the show," and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And went to the bar,
Oh,
and
God.
that's also I want to have fun if I'm playing a show, and this music that we're doing right now is not fun playing music to me. It's like, hey,
You gotta
there's
concentrate.
too much
a
going
lot.
on right now, and I'd rather be sitting at the bar being like, hey, good job.
Yeah, you can sell the shirts. I will gladly
Don't
do
trust
vocals.
me with money and merch. I'm telling you, I'll start trading people for
Beer.
beers, and
That
I sound like I got a problem.
I'll be your marketing team. I'm in.
Okay.
yeah, cheers.
So,
Me and my little field.
10-gallon
yeah,
hat, dude.
there you
Thing's
go.
so big.
So what's coming next, you guys? You guys
looking to
get a whole album now? You're gonna keep throwing a few singles?
So we got the single that won't be. So the next one is coming out August 29th. It's the instrumental. It's like 15 to 17 minutes long. I forget.
Wow.
And it's not going to be on the album. So we're trying to do like releases every 2 months. So in 2 months from then, on October 31st, the full length album will be released. And we only released 2 songs off of that prior. And how many does that leave? 7? Yeah, there's 9 total. But it's like an hour-long album. It's crazy. And then what did we have collabs in the works too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's one that's actually we've started, and then there's multiple other ones that people are like, oh, let's collab, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, and they're like, all right, well, we gotta get to a studio, and it's like, this is the luxury of doing everything yourself. We don't have to wait for studio time or anything like that. And then we've also offered, like, we'll do the mixing and mastering, editing, and everything for anybody that we collab with, just to save time, because it's going to be a nuisance sending files back and forth to whoever they go to get recorded. And if they can go, if anybody listening can go and get your stuff recorded, get the files and send it to us, we'll make magic. I swear. Like, it's that simple.
No.
Don't
Well,
don't spoil it.
We're having a willful breakup party, right?
Well, let me get technical here.
well, we ain't making no magic.
You're making magic. I don't
Yeah.
know about you.
I'm awesome.
Well, I don't know about me. I send you like gibberish, and
And I make magic.
he like polishes
Nice dollars,
the
baby.
shit that I send him. It's crazy.
I like it though. I
I
enjoyed Exile from the Deep and Ocean Girl Next is a little longer one, which is cool and metal. To stretch that out. I enjoy it all. I look forward to new music coming out. And I thank you guys a lot for being here with us tonight. Jossalyn, anything left for Willful? Here we go.
I watched the earlier today from it, and I thought it was really cool. Like, I just thought
Thank you.
the visual process, so I wanted to comment on that.
Thank you. That means a lot, because, like I said 4 days ago, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So
That's
the
impressive.
fact that, I mean, the response has been pretty good, but that does mean a lot to me. So thank you.
Of course.
We're excited for it. And like I said again, check it out on all the major streaming sources. Apple Music is already loaded. Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube. Check out Whalefall. Guys, I tried to have a fancy whale song beer for you.
Ooh, that's cool.
Play up. But
That's
the beer
really
sucks.
cool.
Beer sucks.
Aw, yeah,
The
that
can
makes
is
sense.
great. Maybe I'll wash one out and send it to you. But the beer,
Yeah.
no good.
And it was probably made with like salt water or something.
It tastes like seaweed.
Very fitting.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. When the new stuff comes out, maybe we'll welcome you back. I'd love to have it.
Awesome. We would love to
Love to
come
be
back.
there.
Anytime you want us on, we will gladly come back and talk.
We'll see you all tomorrow night with Willfall Part 2.
I can talk a
Well,
lot.
we'll buy a 30 pack and we'll do like an extra long episode after hours or something.
Yeah, I've done 24 hours before. Or 18.
Well, I've done one.
Don't threaten me.
I've done that once, and I did the one chip challenge on it, and it was the worst mistake of my life.
Wow.
I should have did that at the end of the stream, but I started the stream off with it, and it was like a nightmare.
Why would anyone watch after that?
Because it got better. It was like me like moaning in pain for like 5 hours, and then
Now I want to
passed out in my chair.
I definitely
thank
want
you.
to see it. But guys, once again, have yourself a great night. We'll talk soon. We'll keep in touch. And when new stuff comes out, we'll share it. That's what we do.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Thanks for having us.
Applause.
Have a good night.
You guys too. Thank you very much. We will pop them out. That went fast. I tell you
did,
what,
yeah.
they're fun guys, and like I said last night with Suicide Puppets, I don't know a lot about what I'm getting. I know who I'm getting, and I know what they do, and I kind of know that. But I don't know who I'm getting from a standpoint of, do they like to joke around? They like to be funny. They like to get deep and what they like to say, etc. I think we did all right.
Yeah, it was a good talk.
Good talk. Funny guys. Good time. But yeah, check out Whalefall. Like I said, the new stuff is out now. Exile from the Deep. I deleted that here somewhere. The time things, I'll find it later.
It's there somewhere, hidden on all the
Well,
tabs.
When I tell you I suck at this, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, going on 8 years, this ain't easy. I'm looking at this table, and it looks like I have no idea. There's plates, there's whiskey bottles, there's Funko Pops. I'm a grown man, for God's sakes. There's everything. What a
It
mess.
happens. My
It
place
does
is no
happen.
better, really.
Right? It's funny because last time you were on, I'm like, yeah, what do you got there? Like, I got this stuffed animal and this stuffed animal. I'm like, I don't know where to begin with this nasty table of what to show you here.
You'll get back one day here. You'll catch up.
God help me. You have great Yo-Show helmets. I know you
All the
said
trinkets.
around 9 o'clock is going to be the cutoff for you, and
Yeah,
Okay.
only unfortunately because I'm like trying to prioritize some sleep for once. I gotta work at like 6 in the morning tomorrow, so I'm trying to get up at like 4 or 5 to get ready, and make it in
fun.
time. So unfortunately, gotta make it an early night just to get unready and wind down. But I would stay later if I didn't have work so early tomorrow.
That's right. We will work in more times, hopefully, because I have a good time with you. Like I said, you got a good voice, good delivery.
Well, thank
and,
you. Always have a good time.
Tonight, your audio was much better.
I started cutting out for like a couple minutes there during like 15 minutes into the interview with the band, and I was sitting here like disconnecting all my other devices from the Wi-Fi. But luckily, yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, the echo things happen sometimes. We were on somewhere in the background, even on the phone or something. They had us on, and it echoed through. But whatever. It's a great
Yeah, all
time
good
either
now.
way. We love doing it, and like I said, I'd like to welcome you back. I think it's something that you could eventually take off on. I think you got a good approach. I like it, and I appreciate
you.
it. And a little
I
round of
appreciate
applause for Jossalyn Rogalski.
Why, thank you. I'll be back
Absolutely.
anytime you want me.
We'll
If I'm
see
free
you-
anyway. Yeah.
Well, we got, right, exactly, and that's important. Like I said, there is priorities.
Mhm.
You can come back tomorrow night for Whale Fall Part 2.
I'll be down. Hello,
that's
Jason.
not it. All right, so we will let you go, and I thank
Yeah,
you
well,
again.
thank you for having me. Have a great
Absolutely.
night. Hope the
You
rest of it
too.
goes well.
It always does. Thank you very much to Jossalyn. She's terrific. I love her. I love her approach. Like I said, she's a mosh pit girl. She gets down and dirty, and I said, wow, this is pretty heavy tonight. She's, yeah, it is, but I like it. And I love that. Freaking love it, girl. All right, so it's time to change over just a touch. But before I change over, I got me a little video to play you here. It's from the one and only heavy metal tool guy himself, my man Vin. Is this video in? I think it's in. Oh yeah, it's in. There we go. Heavy metal pick of the week. Here's Vin.
This is Ben, Heavy Metal Tool Guy with Federated Auto Parts, and I'm going to bring you my Heavy Metal Pick of the Week for the Yo Show. It's from my very good friends from Canada, Cancer Bats. Song is Radiate. Album is Psychic Jailbreak. So check it out. Cancer Bats will rock your world. Matter of fact, I did a conversation with them back in Baltimore of January of last year. You can see that on American Moshpit YouTube. LFG, Cancer Bats, baby.
LFG indeed. So why not play it? It's Vin's pick of the week. Before we bring out Vin, Vin said, you know what? Let's do my pick of the week and play the song before I come out. And why the hell not? Cancer Bats, Radiate. This one kicks ass, about 3 minutes long. When we come back, Vin, the heavy metal tool guy, my good friend, and your good friend. This is the Yo Show, Tuesday Night Live. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Enjoy Vin's metal pick of the week, Cancer Bats with Radiate.
This life we lead, much more than the web we bleed. Collective
from the album Psychic Jailbreak, Radiate, Cancer Bats, Vin's Metal Shot Pick of the Week. Without further ado, as we switch gears and we welcome you to our new great friend, brother, family member, the one and only, the heavy metal tool man himself. It's Vin in the house. Vin, what is up, brother? Your mic is not coming through. We have a reverse fortunes of last week. No. It's like last week, all over again. No. Only on the air, surely. That's the beauty of going live. Still ain't got you. We'll give him 1 minute. We got it. Jeopardy theme song, 60 seconds. All right, so Vin's going to pop out. He's going to try coming back in, and we're going to have some fun with Vin. And once again, thank you to Jossalyn for coming back with us. We enjoy her a great deal. Thank you to Whalefall. Thank you to Cancer Bats, and thanks to everybody who tunes in to the Yo Show on the radio. It's an 8-year anniversary coming up August 19th. The Heavy Metal Tool Man is in the house. How about?
Do we
There
have a
it is.
mic now?
You got a mic.
Yes. I love technology.
Yeah, you can hear me buzzing a little bit in the background, but you do have a mic. And yeah, technology absolutely blows.
You know, it's funny. You know, we'll lead that right into my sale of the week for Heavy Metal Tool Guy. I'm selling technology. I have a battery tester for sale and a jump pack for sale. So if you need a good battery tester with a built-in printer or a jump pack, hit me up. Technology, even in the auto world, my friend.
But you know what? Stuff like that is essential, brother. And being in the business like that, the jump packs, I think everybody, and I'm not saying this to help you sell, but I think everybody in the world should carry a jump pack in their car, charged, ready to go, just in case, because you never know. Even on a new car, it can happen at any time.
Here's some tools that I've sold to the music world. Back early last year, I had a power bank that you plug. Jeff needs help with a few things. So I had a power bank that you plugged in, and it turned into like 8 strips. It had 2 lights on it. I had 2 bands buy those for their stage setup because they're like, it's dark, you can't see. Now I got lights, I got enough outlets. So that was good. The jump pack, the mini sis jump pack, I've sold a couple of those to bands that have in their travel rigs. And those would probably be the top 2 that I've sold to bands, would be those 2 items.
And I'm going to tell you something, bands. I love you all, as you know. But when you come up as a stage announcer and grab that mic to announce you guys, the lights aren't on yet. Don't let me break my ass. Put a little something on in the background. It's
please, a little light.
It almost happened once, and I can't express how freaking scary that is.
You know, I went with the theme with my shirt of the song. This is the GWAR shirt from the Franklin Music Hall show that I met the Cancer Bats for the first time.
Oh,
they opened that show for GWAR when I went there. And that was the first time I met them. And dude, Franklin Music Hall, I mean, I've always said that's one of my favorites, one of my top 5 venues, but GWAR, Cancer Bats at Franklin Music Hall. And it was a Saturday night too. It was, that was a whole another world.
Put a GWAR concert in perspective for us. I've never been to one. It's always been on the bucket list. My wife's like, absolutely not. Have a great time. What is a GWAR show like?
There is 2. Throughout my American Mosh Pits career, I was lucky enough to figure out that there's 2 different types of GWAR shows.
Okay.
You have festival GWAR, and then you have your theater, club GWAR, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Theater club GWAR blows festival GWAR out of the water. It's not even comparable because the whole thing for GWAR is people want to get sprayed with the fluids. Yeah. So the whole GWAR tour that you're going to go to, every tour is a story. So when you go and watch the GWAR show, it's a story that they tell. And then all the different characters and puppets come out throughout the story and have their parts. And then what happens is like they'll have a part and this character is going to get killed in the story and they're going to chop him up with an axe, and then all of a sudden all the blood is just spraying all over the crowd. You remember Gallagher back in the day? I mean, picture that. You know, he's smashing the melon, shit's flying everywhere. That's kind of, you know, how it goes. And all their animatronics, puppets, whatever they are, that are going to spray fluids, because they don't just spray blood. Some of them spray this out of that hole and this out of that hole.
Like
and there's
piss and all. Is that true?
Oh yeah, like okay. So this show here, the story. So this was November of the presidential election. This was the presidential election tour, and the whole show was based on, you know, Trump versus Kamala. And the first, Jeff, this is like the first 30 seconds of the show. Trump comes out, Kamala comes out. They're fighting on stage. Trump punches Kamala in the stomach, and then she starts blowing diarrhea all over the whole crowd. And this is the first 30 seconds, bro. First 30 seconds. And then it just goes from there. And hold on. Time out. I'm going to go get something real quick.
We got a memorabilia piece.
Oh,
One of the
yeah.
many great things about having been aboard with us. His love, of course, of the rock, metal, and the stories. And a little memorabilia is nice, too. It's always good.
So in my office here, I have my closet of memories from my American Mosh Pit days. Here's my GWAR shirt from this was from this show. Actually, this was the show, and I don't know if you can see, but it's way more than red. You got blue, you got red, there's brown on it, and it's both sides are covered that way. It's not just one, it's both sides. And that, so if that doesn't give you an idea of what it's like in a GWAR picture, I don't know what will. But GWAR's coming back around in November, and they have a Philadelphia stop. Unfortunately, it's on an odd night, like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something like that. Yeah. But, you know, anyone that has not been to a GWAR show, it's at TLA or Franklin Music Hall. So it's a theater GWAR style show, and you will absolutely enjoy it. And I would highly recommend it. But you better highly take off work the next day, because you are going to be messy and you're going to be tired. That's for sure.
It's a bucket list. I hate using that term. It makes me sound like an old man. But anyway, it is a kind of a bucket list thing for me to get to see GWAR, at least.
I just saw the last GWAR I saw was back in June, American Mosh Pits. We had a once-a-year meeting, and they would take us up to the owner's house in Buffalo.
Oh, cool.
And we have our meetings and stuff. And then the next day we'd go into Buffalo and have food, and then go to a show at this place called the Buffalo Riverworks. And it was the GWAR Static X. So it was Static X, Dope, and GWAR was the lineup. Dude, that was solid. That was really solid.
I'm sure.
I didn't know a whole lot about Dope. I mean, yeah, I grew up with them and stuff, but I just didn't listen to them a lot. Those guys were solid. Static X was unreal. They were great. And GWAR was GWAR. So
Dope really gets underappreciated. I like their stuff too, and especially, like I said, the whole Static X collection, where everybody thought that, you know, that Dope was their new singer, and everyone's like, no, that's stupid. We still don't know who it is. I really don't care. I just like going to see it, and, you know,
I think it's pretty confirmed that the lead singer is the Static X. The lead singer of Dope is the Static X guy.
Oh, they're sort of saying that. So
I think that's pretty well confirmed.
Seemingly.
And I think that was one of the things about the tour that we just saw, was that he was doing double duty, because he's so yeah, it went Dope, then GWAR, then Static X closed the show.
Gotcha. But I do like the futuristic mask they got on again.
Oh, that was unreal, dude.
Wayne, that's cool. I mean, I was a big Wayne fan. Static X, like, you look down the list of, okay, I'm going to name like 20 bands that I love. They're always going to fall out of that 20 for some reason, but they're freaking solid.
Do you know our buddy George, lead singer of Calist? He's got Wayne tattooed on his forearm.
Wow.
Yeah, for real. That's one of the. Anytime you meet him, man, make sure you check that out. It's cool as shit.
I do plan on meeting him, and let's talk about that real quick. You talked about November. You talked about meeting Calist. The banner doesn't do it a lot of justice, but. Is this it right here? No, that's that. Oh.
No, that's Doll.
That's
There we
Annabelle.
go. That's
There
our
we
show.
go. The Halloween
looks familiar.
extravaganza. Right, the Annabelle got in the way. She's haunted, so she goes in whenever she wants.
That's
Anyway,
perfect.
this is a huge one. November 1st, 2025. If you're in the
Yeah.
area at all, Easton Pizzeria, 606 Dover Road, Easton, Maryland. I almost said PA again. 21601 Easton, Maryland. Not a far shot for the Philly people, the Jersey people, the Baltimore people, etc. Right there. 3 great bands. Suicide Puppets, Calloused, Cryptid. It's $15 to get in. 15. That's $5 per band. You cheap bastards, get out there and do it. Food, Halloween costume contest. Over 21 you can drink. 3 incredible bands. And the Yo Show and Vin and Parlor and American Mosh Pits. Everybody. Federal Auto Parts. Federated Auto Parts. My apologies there. Are all going to be in the house. Vin, talk about this. This is like your baby, man. I'm excited for this and for you.
Well, thank you. It did take a while to put this together, and when it all finally came together, and then we were finally able to announce it, it was very cool. So, a lot of things going on. Personally, I believe that when people spend money on tickets or admission to events, they're looking for a little more because the economy's tight. Everybody works hard for their money. So people look for a little more entertainment than just bands on a stage.
Yeah, just a little more. I agree with that. Doesn't have to be extravagant, but you want that little extra tweak. I get it.
Exactly. And when the guy, the co-promoter I work with, Jeff, out of Easton, when him and I were putting this together, that was one of the things we talked about heavily. What are we going to add besides the bands to make this a party that has multiple assets of entertainment? So we have the bands, as you said. We have Suicide Puppets is headlining. Callous will be in the middle, and Cryptid from Cecil County, Maryland, is going to be your opener. And then your add-ons, we'll say. Well, the big add-on is the costume contest.
Yes.
So we have 2 categories that we're going to run. We have, right now, it's set up to be most goth and best overall. Now, most goth may be edited. Jeff and I were talking about that. But for right now, we have most goth and best overall. Now, each winner of each category is going to get a gift basket. Right now, so each gift basket will be the exact same. So that way, nobody gets shorted. Everybody gets the exact same thing. So Federated Auto Parts is donating some car care items to each basket. I know, like washer fluid. They're going to donate some car soap. They're going to donate some items you would use to clean your car. So stuff anyone can use with any vehicle. Then Parlor Root Beer, Mr. Josh Balls, he's going to donate a case of Parlor for each basket. Then we have Easton Pizzeria is throwing in a pizza in each one. And then I'm working with one of my auto accounts in Easton, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have an oil change certificate for each basket. Now it'll be Easton, but definitely we'll have a free oil change certificate in there. And who else is putting stuff in there? Suicide Puppets, your headline. They're going to do 2 8x10 or 5, whatever the size is there, full band glossy photos. They're going to autograph them for you, and they're going to put 1 in each basket. Callous said they will let the winner just come up to the merch booth and pick 1 item that they like. And I'm pretty sure Cryptid will be on the same page. On your vendor row, I'm friends with a company out of Maryland called Satanic Streetwear. Yes. And they make very goth and very off religion type of clothing. And they are going to do a pop-up store on our vendor row where the band's merch tables are. And they're going to have special sales just for the pop-up store that night. And that's going to be pretty cool because if you're into this music and you're into the scene, you are absolutely going to love Satanic Streetwear's clothes. And they have shirts, they have hats, they have pants, they have shorts, they have purses, they have everything you can imagine for guy, gal, whatever. So I think that covers all the spots. Oh, DJ Skajay, he will be there mixing it up. He's going to do a EDM set for us. He's going to manage the sound all night. But yeah, he's going to give us a chance to do a little dancing and throw down in some EDM. So that'll be a lot of fun, a little something different. And I know the girls would like to get out there and shake that thing.
Absolutely. Here it is one more time in case you're in the area. If you watch this live, you watch this recorded, November 1st. It's the day after Halloween. So don't say, oh, there's so many parties. This is the party to end the season right freaking here before you get your turkey on.
Well, let me
November
tell you
1st.
why something. Halloween is the 31st, which is Friday night. So a lot of people are like, why did you guys pick the next day? Well, because a lot of our fans that are coming to our Easton Pizzeria events, they are young parents with kids. So we set it up so, hey, Friday night, you can go do the mommy and daddy thing, take the kids out, get the candy, right? And then Saturday, you drop the kids off with the grandparents, and it's mom and daddy night to go out and party and have a good time. So that's why we set it up like that. So all of our fans with young children can still do the holiday with their kids and then get their party on the next day.
That's pretty nice. That's actually brilliant thinking and marketing. And I guess I used to have a shirt that said, I love hot moms. Maybe I should try and find that for that evening.
That would be a good one because I already know one group of drunk moms that plans on crashing place. So they are ready to go already. You know, it's funny. We launched this on Friday, which was the 1st, right? And I was locally in Easton on Friday. And then today I was locally in Easton and was passing out flyers that was going around the accounts, and people are fired up. It's August and they are fired up. Oh my God, you're finally having a party that we can come to. It's closed and we're ready to go. So, our what's that?
The Saturday is brilliant.
Yeah.
It might be November, but it's brilliant.
Manager of our Easton warehouse and our Easton Federated Auto Parts store, she's actually going to put together a giveaway for her Easton customers, and she's giving away 2 tickets. Yeah. Oh, wow. So she's going to come up with something, and all the auto customers there in that Easton region are going to have a chance to win 2 tickets to the event. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. Definitely, if you're in the area, the flyer one more time, real quickly. Easton Pizzeria, which is a place that is just booming. I read about it a lot. A lot of articles and post-ups about it for great bands, great shows. It's only $15. Seriously, people. November the 1st, it's like $5 per band. Suicide Puppets, Calistan, Cryptid, Federated Auto Parts, American Mosh Pits, The Yo Show, my man Vin, Parlor, and much more. Parlor shout out, Josh Bowles. Indeed. Big on the scene. Big guy that gives a lot of money to the scene and donates and sponsors a lot of stuff. So shout out to him as well. It's right here, man. November 1st. I know I'll see you there. And if you're not there, you're missing it. That's all I can
And look,
tell
I
you.
wore my Suicide Puppets hat this evening to celebrate our launch of the party. So make sure all the bands will have merch that night. We actually are doing, to stick with the Halloween theme, the big thing here of the last couple of years has been the trunk or treat. And, people set those up or wherever. So our merch booths that night are going to be trunk or treat merch booths. All the bands, there's a strip parking right on the front walkway of Easton Pizzeria. So we're going to set the band's vehicles there, and they're going to set all their own vehicles up like their trunk or treats. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of vibe going on for Halloween, and definitely everybody will get their Halloween fix.
I like it. I got to tell you, everybody out there, and I want to say this to Vin directly. So, we work day jobs. Vin and I are out. And I tell you, man, during the day today, as busy as it was, I kept looking. Because Vin just has the most amazing ideas, and they're spot on. And I'm actually sitting there like fist pumping at work. My boss always said, when I'm on my phone, my boss always says, hey, yo, show. So he's like, hey, yo, show. Back to work. And I'm looking at like Vin's ideas. I'm like sneaking them. Dude, your mind is always at work.
Well, I can tell you that Antonio, that owns the Easton Pizzeria, he's a family man. He's a really good guy. And I really get along with him well. So I'm happy to get that going. And you're right. I'm happy about the Delmarva Peninsula. I've been here my whole life. This is it. I've lived in the Delmarva Peninsula my whole life. And I truly believe this is one of the greatest places on the planet Earth, if not the United States. And I like to see success here. And it's one of the reasons I manage Callis, because they're from Maryland, right here in the Delmar Peninsula. And to have Easton Pizzeria start being recognized, as you say, by people nationally, well, that's great, because it's on the Delmarva Peninsula. That's bringing income and bringing tourism to our Delmarva Peninsula. That's going to keep it rolling.
For the people who used to always think like Delaware and Maryland are not cool places to visit, bullshit. They're getting on the map, man. A lot of Delaware, Maryland, that whole area is really popping with great bands, cool venues. Vin, you know you're a Delaware guy. Yeah, man, like there's scene in these states you may not think has anything. They got serious scene.
And don't forget that Delaware, Maryland, we have this little thing called the beach, right? And Memorial Day to Labor Day, you have over 1 million people weekendly pouring into this area of the country. And you got, there you go, right there.
Dewey Beer,
exactly. And you have the Ocean City, Maryland has been the most progressive so far. They put on the Rock Fest. That was the first time this year. They have had the Country Fest a couple years in a row. I went there back in the early 2000s for the Dew Tour, when that made a stop there, and they had the half pipe on the stand. And I saw, Cage the Elephant.
Oh, of course. Love Cage the
I
Elephant.
saw them there at the Dew Tour, right on the sand, Ocean City. The ocean's right there. Cage the Elephant's playing on a stage. That was a pretty good vibe. And I'd like to see some of the other beaches step up and start doing some things larger scale. But we'll see. But Ocean City definitely has done their job, and it's created a good scene there for music of all sorts.
That's very cool. We like that. One of the people that we collaborate with and comes to shows with us and all and does a little filming is the guys over at Delco James, Rob and Amanda. We love them. They're cool. And they went to a place in Dewey Beach near the beginning of the summer. And he's like, dude, this is where you got to come to see music. And you just pan, and there's hundreds of people. Even if this is like a cover band or local pop band, there's hundreds of people piling into these bars to watch these shows.
I wonder if it was Bottle and Cork. If he was
it might have been. So Bottle and Cork is a biggie. But
I mean, you've had Dave Matthews has played there. Hootie's played there. We're not proud of it, but Aaron Lewis has played there. And the list goes on and on of A-list entertainers that have played at the Bottle and Cork. And don't forget, folks, there's a guy by the name of David Grohl who owns a house in Rehoboth Beach and has for a long time. I mean, David's owned a house in Rehoboth for like 10, 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And you see in the summer, he will be right on the beach with his kids and his wife, and they'll be right there at Playland, riding the rides, and Grotto Pizza. There's David Grohl hanging out. And it's a part of the country that a lot of people travel to. And, I've had friends that I did a lot together, and we'd have to be together, and they'd be like, why don't you come here to us? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I live at the spot that people all over the world travel to. I gotta come to you. Why don't you come to me?
Right. It's like my buddy that lives in Virginia Beach. Shout out to my man Tim Simmons. He lives in Virginia Beach. So we're like, I want to come see you, Tim. I want to come see you, Tim. He's originally from my hood. He's like, no, I want to come to your house and get away from tourists and the beach. I'm coming to you. That's the things I love from the Philly days. And you're like, here?
On a side note, I am loving your green Traverse the Abyss shirt. That is nice. Is that new or is that old?
This is actually old. A funny story. It was a Love Draft show. I'm pretty sure Nailbite was there. Traverse was there. And they were selling merchandise. Now, my wife, if we've got that money, we will spend on merch. So we bought a little something here and there. Matter of fact, she bought a tank top. And I told her to put this thing away and collect it. The tank top is signed by Nailbite.
Oh, that's cool.
back in the original days when Quentin was in the band. So
Wow.
it's like a vintage piece now. I said,
Yeah.
put it away. So she's like, we're near the end of the show. We both have a couple of drinks in it. She's like, look at this table. These guys said we have to buy shirts from them. I can't imagine Eric saying such a thing. Yeah, I love you, Eric. I can't imagine him saying that. So I look over and like she's like chatting with Eric, and next thing you know, we bought 3. I don't know what happened to the other 2, but I hung on to the green. I put my little Yosho pin on it. And then thanks, Eric, by the way. He jumped in last night as a viewer on the program too. We love it.
Oh, very cool. Is
Yeah.
that a heather green shirt? From here, it looks heather green.
Don't know the exact green-ish label, but it's got, I don't know, gives me a
It
little
looks
Eagles
very
vibe.
eagle, very
It
eagle
does.
color. That's what I was getting at. You know,
Oh,
is
yeah,
it
so
looks
it does look-
very eagle.
Speaking
So
of Eagle and Flyer and local Philly sports,
yes,
how about we do the thing that we love? We do facts with Vin's random facts. And last week we got nailed with a couple of dandies from the Flyers and the Sixers. I mean, not Flyers and the
Flyers
Eagles.
and the Eagles, baby.
So I'm going to leave that up there. You give me your random facts. I think I know where you're going with this, and this one's got a lot of people pissed off. Go ahead.
All right, I have a good and a bad this week.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with the good first. Our Flyers are the good ones this week. Okay. So on October 19th, 1967, the Flyers made their home debut against the cross-state rivals, the Penguins. They defeated them 1-0 to win their first home game ever, in which started the now vicious Penguins Flyers rivalry. Boom. All right.
That is one of my most heated rivalries.
Have you been to one of those games?
Yes.
I have not been to a Penguins Flyers game. That is, I've been to Ravens Steelers on Thanksgiving night in Baltimore. That was wild, buddy. And I've been to Skins Dallas. I've been to Eagles Dallas, but never have been to the Flyers Penguins. So that's on the list.
That's pretty good. I've been, of course, Phillies, everybody. Phillies, Braves, Phillies, Mets. I've been to Eagles, Cowboys. We got clobbered that night. I've been, of course, to Sixers, Celtics, which isn't as hard to obtain. But I've been to Flyers, Penguins, Flyers, Rangers, Flyers, Devils. The one year when we went to the Stanley Cup unexpectedly out of nowhere, I kept buying tickets on StubHub right before they stopped selling. So I get them cheap, and I went down to every freaking game. And when we beat Montreal to win the conference, I was 2 rows behind the glass by myself, dude, because I couldn't find anybody to go with.
You weren't by yourself. You had thousands of Flyers fans right with you.
There was a dude in front of me who said, I did the same thing, bro. Last minute, I got this ticket for like $120. I'm like, got mine for $100. But when the final horn sound ended the game, this dude turned to me. I turned to him with a tear in my eye and hugged this random stranger dude right in the seats, bro.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about right there. Everybody's on the same page. So,
agreed. So,
all right. Now we have to go in the other direction. Now we got to go in the other direction. So our Eagles fact of the week is going to be bad, folks. Bad. Did you? Oh, you are going to blast it up.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles fact of the week are the new Lincoln Financial concession prices. These are absolutely insane, folks. I'm gonna
go a little deeper in watch your face as I blow it up. There we go.
You want to hydrate yourself? How about $7.25 for a bottle of water? Oh, wait, you want to enjoy an alcoholic beverage, a nice can of domestic beer? How about $18.50 for one? Okay, wait. I want some of those world famous Chickies crab fries. You know, the frozen crinkle cut fries that they sprinkle Old Bay on and serve to you. How about $17.50 for that garbage? All right, Eagles, you can do better than this, guys. Come on, man. This is definitely the Eagles fact of the day in the wrong direction. Boom.
And that is a good boom and a good mic drop. I do enjoy like a nice chicken and peas crab fry. Like I said, when you're there, getting them fresh, the stadium, and I don't knock the makers of the food. I knock the stadium for the way they do it. Frozen or heat lamped. Like the Phillies used to have the Schmitter. It was from a
Yeah.
famous restaurant. So I'm like, can't wait to get a Schmitter. I think it's like steak meat and like Canadian bacon and something else. And there's like a sauce on it. Oh, I'm dying to try it. Dude, the one I got it in the third inning. I think they made it the night before in like the fifth inning. Dude, it's cold and hard and rubbery. For that money? Look, if I'm paying $20, $30, I'll pay it. But goddamn it, give me something that I'm going to be licking off my arms.
Serve me what is worth that money for that price. And you know what's a shame is you have stadiums like Mercedes-Benz down in New Orleans. They have value menus set up, the family-based food is, I've heard that you can take your family and get like burger and fries for like $7, $8.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they set this whole thing up down there to be affordable again to the regular Joe. So hopefully some of these other NFL owners and stadiums, and I know Aramark themselves has a lot to do with the actual food pricing. It's not on the Eagles. It has a lot to do with Aramark. But somebody needs to evaluate that because them prices are bad.
You know what's bad? They say tomorrow if Jeff Lurie went to sell the team, he would get over $1 billion. Dude, bring the pricing of the food down. Just like I'm not trying to go cheapskate dollar value meal, but give me something good.
$17.50 for crab pies.
Right. And I know my wife. My wife will go, and sometimes she likes the crab fries and a beer. So do I. Dude, we went to the
You better
MM
bring your
barbecue.
credit card, Jesus.
We went to the MM barbecue, right? WMMR's barbecue.
And that was at the Camden Waterfront, right?
Camden Waterfront, right?
Yeah.
So we go in and we see. So there's two big time local Philly acts that took stage that day. Of course, Octane, legendary Octane, and a new up and coming band, Fat Mess.
Yeah.
The Philly people flooded the floor. It was cool. My wife's like, all right, let's go get a drink. And I'm like, okay. Looking at the list, she says 2 Surfsides. I know Surfside, the vodka tea. They had the bigger can, about this size, had a cool little flip top so people couldn't put shit in your drink. I said, okay, we'll take 2. Girl says you can insert your credit card. $48 fucking dollars. I'm sorry, $50. $50 for 2 Surfsides.
That's insanity.
And
when I was at incarceration, I mean, we're talking less than a month ago.
Yeah.
Walking past the alcohol, it was the same way. Like domestic beers were like $16.
Right.
And then you see these people with these stats, and you're like, holy shit, what is this guy, a lawyer?
And
how
you
he
know
poured to drink that many beers?
The beers are warm as shit. It's not like they're ice cold and refreshing. They're warm. And after like an inning or a couple songs, you're sick of it. And you say, you know what? For $18, I'm killing this thing. And it's making you sick as shit.
Yeah. And then wait, no, you know what always gets me is like I saw this at Xfinity Live when I covered the Super Bowl there.
Love Xfinity.
So they'd score the touchdown and the crowd goes wild. They start flinging these drinks, right? And I'm like, they just paid $20 for that thing. What, he just fling $18 in booze in the air? I mean, holy shit.
Yay.
Yeah, here's my bottle.
Either that or just open my mouth and hope to catch something out of the air.
I was like, wow. And it's the same thing at the music festivals, These guys are standing around the pit and the band hits the breakdown and everybody starts throwing beers and stuff. And you're like, dude, $1,000 in the air right now.
I went to a show some years back now. God, it was a Korn. and I think Monster Magnet opened and one other band. Okay. It was at a small venue too, which was shocking me. I think Korn playing there. And first band came out, people were getting into it, and then Monster Magnet came out. And they were really good. And this girl, this really, I mean, Vin, you talk about, this is before the days of goth, though. This girl's like gorgeous.
Right.
And she goes like this to me, and I put her on my shoulders, and I hear the crowd go nuts. Apparently, she went to the point where she rips off the entire shirt. She just has a bra. Takes
All right.
the shirt, which was a concert shirt, and threw it. And I'm like, I'm like, that's like $40 you just threw.
Yeah, you just chucked $38 across the stadium.
God forbid it's a hoodie. I mean, you're talking about 100. But yeah,
I know it's $70, $80 you're throwing across the air with the hoodie. It's crazy.
It's gone. Of course, I let her down, and she's there in her bra. And at the time, I was a single guy. But still, I'm like, here, Bart. I had like a shirt that I bought. I'm like, here, borrow my shirt until you find yours. And needless to say, she walked off with my shirt. So
Wait.
I bought a $10 shirt, though.
My older son, when he was a teenager, got in trouble like most teenagers do.
Sure.
And of course, we lived down in Kent County, Delaware. So part of his probation, they took him and some of the other kids on probation, and they had to clean up the grandstands after the Dover race. So it was like Saturday's race, then they take this group in, they clean the grandstands, get them ready for Sunday's race. Buddy, the shit my son found he did it Friday night after the truck race, and then he did it Saturday night after the Xfinity race. Man, he found wallets, t-shirts, cameras, jewelry. I mean, you name it, this dude found it. I mean, he said, Dad, they left whole bags of souvenirs just sitting right there under the seat. He said one of the receipts, like $150 souvenirs, is sitting right there on the floor. He walked away. I was like, oh, that was I remember because they had to turn it all in. And he said, Dad, you turn it in, and some of the stuff they take, and then some of the stuff they be like, you want it, you can have it. And he'd come around with all kinds of stuff. It was hilarious. So yep, there you go.
The message, kids, is I don't know what the fuck to teach you, because you never know.
I know, right? It was wild. I tell you what, growing up in central Delaware, and you're talking NASCAR in the 80s and 90s, buddy. That was, I mean, you're talking in the 90s, a Sunday race day, there was 250,000 people in town. And
the traffic getting to Dover is insane.
I remember being a teenager, and I'd just have my friend, girl or something, just drop me off, be like, listen, I'll call you Sunday or something. I'll meet you somewhere. You just figure it out all weekend. It was this massive party. But yeah, dude, that was a wild times back then when NASCAR came to town, boy. And it's twice a year. They came to town in June, and then they come back in September. It'd be just as wild both times. It was crazy stuff, boy.
My brother was a huge NASCAR guy, and he used to drag race and all that. So he used to go down to some of these events that were all weekend long. He said, dude, you get into the field, you park your RV, and the first thing you see is hundreds of RVs rocking with people fucking. He's like, the second you get there, it's an orgy, dude, all over the place.
Dude, listen, so there's a couple of the camp lots in the back of Dover International Speedway that were legendary, right, for the parties that would go on. And Lot 7, that was one of them specifically. I'll never forget Lot 7. And I remember one time we're hanging out at one of these campers, and all of a sudden this pickup truck pulls up, and they stop in front of us. And it was a crew cab with the 4 doors. All 4 doors pop open. All these girls jump out, they jump in the back of the truck. God pumps the music. They got the pole, they're stripping, they're throwing it. Guys are putting the money in. So after about 5 minutes, the security comes over to break it up. They literally just drive like 3 or 4 rows over and just start up the whole party right over again. And you watch them. This went on for like 2 hours. They just kept driving on. And
you can only stop them for so long.
Oh yeah, it was. It was like Woodstock out there back in them days, boy. There was just no rules. It was just wild. And then, listen, here's another one. My buddy, his dad was a crabber, and he lived like 5 miles away from the speedway, right? So what we would do is he would steam crabs, and we put 12 in a paper bag, and staple them shut. Fill the back of this pickup truck with Jesus, 200-300 dozen crabs. Man, we just drive through these campgrounds, Jeff. $30 a bag, just throw them out one
And
after
they're
another.
eating them up. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jeff, listen, we couldn't get back and forth to that dude's house fast enough. And I mean, I was like, I remember I was probably like 14, 13 years. I couldn't even drive it. And I was thinking, I've never seen as much money in my life as I got in the front of this truck. It was just wild. But yeah, I mean, as locals, there was so many people there. Like, you figured some way to make money when race weekend came around. Because it was just so easy.
It's a scene. And I've never been the biggest NASCAR guy. And my brother always said, look, go to some, you'll see it a little different. And I do. Like I said, again, I'm not a massive follower or fan, but to go there is incredible. Been to Pocono, been to Dover, and yeah, man, to be there with all the merch carts, and there's so much great merch to buy. The merch trailers, there are hot girls. The racing is intense, man. When you're in them bleachers and you hear them cars screaming past you,
Yeah.
oh, that's a sight, dude.
And, you know, see, we were lucky here in Delaware. We were one of the original tracks.
Right,
Dover International Speedway opened in 1969. We were on I believe it was the third year of the schedule we were on. So it was really early that they started coming here. And for us, that Vince and Richard Petty won the race that day. If you want to, you really want some random facts.
That is random. That's good though.
Yeah. And for us, you know, in Delaware, racing has always been a big part of Delaware, whether it was dirt track, drag racing, NASCAR,
horse racing.
It was a very motorhead area. And you had a lot of dirt tracks and local stuff going on. And like, I remember in the 80s and 90s, NASCAR would come to town. And on Saturday night at Delmar Speedway, which is about an hour south of Dover, they would load up about 6 or 8 NASCAR guys, bring them down to the dirt track, and then they'd have them borrow cars from the local guys, and they'd run in the race. So you'd be there just for your regular event, and there's Tony Stewart in a modified getting ready to run, you know, their local track. So that was a really cool thing, and they used to always be seen at the restaurants around. So the drivers and the community really dug Dover. It's a shame that it all crashed in 2009. And I mean, now, look, I'll give you an example. Back in the day, Delaware's a small state. We are the second smallest landmass state in the United States of America. And when race weekend came and starting on Monday, you would know it was race weekend from Wilmington to the beach. You knew, because it's everywhere. Incarceration was the same weekend as Dover's race weekend. Johnny, my cameraman, he lives in Dover. So I went to his house to pick him up on Wednesday, which typically that would have been a nightmare. I was at Dover and I didn't even know there was a race coming that weekend. There was nothing. It's insane how it's just dropped like that. It's wild.
Wow.
We only have one race weekend. Yeah, we had 2 forever, and now we only have 1. And I can't believe that's going to be along for too much longer.
Yeah, a lot of the great tracks had to double. My brother used to say, you know, 2 at Pocono, 2 at Dover, when do you want to go? And like I said, I like going out. And I can't imagine it being so slow because the traffic, like he told me, so you got to get up and be ready 3 hours in advance to get through that traffic. I'm like, come on. We had that traffic, dude. And he's like,
crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh, it is the worst mess. Even worse than getting out of Hershey Park when I saw Guns N' Roses. That was a bitch. Dover
When was
smokes
that? What year was that?
God, it was not long ago. 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
2 years
I
ago.
went and saw when Pantera came back, the first run.
Yes.
They stopped at Hershey Park with Lamb of God.
Oh my God.
And we went to that. And I remember getting out there wasn't the best.
No.
And now September 20th, I'm headed back to Hershey Park
God
for Slayer Knocked Loose. And this is Slayer's.
Speaking of which, I busted out my Jeff Hanneman just for you tonight, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. That is the way to do it. You know, it's funny. I made this note when I was here in my room getting myself together before I logged on. I had my music on. The final song before I turned it off was Threshold by Slayer. I played, and then I was like, all right, yeah, we can turn it off. We're ready now. And I hope they play that September 20th, because
Right.
I've only seen Slayer once.
Never done.
Ozfest 99. That was the only time I've seen Slayer. And I've never seen a headliner Slayer set. This is the first time. And this is the only show in the United States of America for 2025. This is it. This is one and done.
Freaking incredible,
So
bro.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be 35,000 people in that stadium.
Easily.
Oh, yeah. I know tickets are getting low. They've already announced them low. Ticket warnings. I'm in the general admission field. So anybody want to have a good time Saturday, September 20th? You want to see Cavalera Conspiracy do Chaos AD in its entirety? You want to see Knock Loose? You want to see Slayer? Come on down, son. We'll be ready for you.
With cameras around or not, I can almost guarantee you will see that face in the center of the action. Not, oh, he's over there.
No.
No, dead smack in the center. If you get to that show, which I was offered a ticket all the way in the ass outfield, I'm like, nah. But if you get there, you look for that face. Right there.
Oh,
That
yeah.
guy's gonna be the hard
I
one.
am a huge Knock Loose and Slayer fan. This is like Mecca shit right here for them to be together. I thought it was great last year when we got to see Knock Loose and Slipknot together in New Jersey. I mean, that was an amazing combo that not a lot of people ever thought they'd be put together. So now to see them, and they're doing a co-headlining set. Knock Loose is doing an hour and 10-minute set at Hershey Park. They're not dicking around here.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be a banger. People are gonna be dead on that Hershey Park floor when they
It's
turn the lights
possible.
on for Slayer. There's be bodies just laying around.
Because in my opinion, and I hate to be this guy, that is the worst fucking arena to see a show. I hate it
It's
there.
terrible. It's terrible.
I hate it there, bro.
I agree with you 100%. We for Pantera and Lamb of God, we had the our media passes had us in the pit, the front one, and it was not good. I mean, the people just weren't getting it, and I ended up going to that back field because that was where people were actually, getting it on and getting it in. But I agree with you. It's not the greatest. I don't know why they picked that one, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah,
Hershey Park's about to never be the same, that's for sure.
might be done. I
Can
see
you
roller
imagine they get
coasters
like one
getting
of them
knocked
Reese
over.
cups? They need to get like one of them Reese cups or one of them Hershey Kiss guys dressed in costume to come out in the pit. That would just be ultimate right there.
Have you ever been to a beer fest in your life?
Yeah, no, I've been to a cigar fest, which
Okay.
was very similar.
So the beer fest, people buy and wear pretzel necklaces, whether it be the little chewables or even the big ones, and they wear the
Yeah.
pretzel necklaces and they eat them in between beers. That's what you need at Hershey Park, bro. Because the concessions suck, and if you're sitting in certain sections, you can't even get to the concession stand.
Nope. I can say that we tailgated and went straight in on the floor. I don't think I really had too much concession interaction. We went there last time. I remember
brutal.
finding the bathroom was a real pain in the ass. I do
Yes.
remember that. But that was about the worst thing. I just remember we just walked forever to get to the freaking bathroom.
Right, and the thrill of it, like, I think it was like one of our honeymoon weekends. I said the wife will get a little hotel up in the Hershey area. We'll
Yeah.
go to the park during the day and do some water rides, which was ass because there was 10 million freaking people there. She's
Oh, I
crying.
imagine.
She's like, all I want to do is go on a couple of water rides. Crying. But we got to the Trogs Brewery, which is up there. Trogs is a nice
Yep.
restaurant, nice beers. So that was a great part. We passed Hershey Park on the way back to the hotel from Trogs. And there was like 1,000 cars in line. I'm like, okay, we're Ubering. Even Ubering sucks, but they know the back roads. They know the
Yeah.
tricks. And plus, I get to sleep in the back seat. It was worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. We were talking about this because my youngest son, he bought these tickets for me
Yeah.
as my Father's Day gift. And
Good parenting.
he was like, you want to do some rides before the show? And I was like, well, here's the deal. I was like, doors for the show, I think, open at like 2 or 3 because it was
Yeah.
like 6 bands. I was like, you're gonna pay $90. What are you gonna get? 2 rides? And there's gonna be time to walk to the other side of the park.
Thank you.
So I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna stick to cooking burgers and bullshit with people in the parking lot. Be more my speed.
Right, I feel you there because, man, like I said, she was so gung ho back on the Hershey Park, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, oh my god, what a
Yeah, I
day.
said, listen, I'll drop you off at the amusement park. I'll go park at the tailgate lot and do my thing, and then you just come catch up with me when you get done. There
I
you
like
go.
it. Man, this night's like flying by. But let me give everybody a lineup real quick of who's coming up on the Yo show.
Yo.
That was tonight, August 6th, Whalefall, terrific. August 12th, I don't know how familiar you are with Sixth Century, but Brady Hearn, who was the former drummer of Sixth Century, has his own new band. Them guys rock out. That's
Oh,
August
that's
12th.
cool.
Check
I
that
didn't
one
know
out.
he had a new band.
He does. Got a new band. I'm excited for it. He's going to send me an exclusive YouTube clip, private, of the new song. So we'll play it
Oh,
here.
cool.
We're going to like debut it, man, August 12th here on the Yo
Very
Show.
cool.
August 13th, our buddy Zach, they referred me to Union 251. Stoked to have them dudes on. It's going to be a great show. August 19th, we celebrate 8 years. Got some random guests coming on. Sherry
Yeah.
Nelson, Up 24, who's WMMR's band in a month, Delco James. We'll get a few more people to come on. We want to overflood it with guests because we do that every year and I end up running late like fucking crazy. Especially when we keep it late. But that's on August 19th, August 20th. Alien Frequency, another one from Zach, great metal band, looking forward to them. August 26th, kind of a pop punk with no takebacks. August 27th is Punk again with Rebecca Lee Russell. Look
Nice.
forward to her. She's very cool. I kind of found her by accident. September 2nd, the Circus Hearts are here. A good classic old style rock sound. They'll be here September 5th. They're doing a show at Broken Goblet Brewing, kind of like my wife's birthday, and the Circus Hearts will be there. So I'm going to come on and talk about that.
Hey,
So
were they
September-
at the yeah, we were at the Sherman? Was Circus Hearts there?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
Circus. No, they're more of a like an old school rock. Like Rod Stewart
Okay.
is like one of the big influences. But no, that was Stitch Up Heart, Wednesday 13, Nail Bite.
The Rabbit guys kicked ass.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Dead
So-
Rabbits, that's was their
Dead
name. They
Rabbits.
kicked ass. They were cool as shit.
September 9th, one of Vin's favorites, Mindy from Dying Oak. Very
Yeah,
excited to have
Dying
Mindy on.
Oak from Virginia, baby.
Right? It's been a while. I've been really looking forward to getting her on. We've been talking about it for a while. Vin landed a couple of other dandies for us Wednesday, September 10th. Gone Gold will be on the program. And September
Man, back to back
17th.
Virginia.
Right? September
That's
17th.
pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to this one, Vin. You have hyped this band up. The lead singer, yeah, she's a sexy one. Babies for Brunch on September the 17th. September the 23rd, we bring in a horror actress, Kelsey Livingood. She's going to kind of kick off our Halloween season and bring
Cool.
her. She's going to bring her a character called Mischief the Clown. Check
Oh,
it
that's
out.
cool.
Because she's sexy, Mischief is scary as shit. No doubt about it.
You gotta get her to come to Halloween extravaganza.
I got it. I got to start asking
Yeah.
some of these horror actors I know to get out there. And October 7th, formerly known as Arcist, is the band Suede Aces. Got to hear that girl sing, dude. It's, again, more like a classic old style rock. But the voice on this young lady, absolutely
Very cool.
incredible. And I want to remind everybody, of course, again, November 1st, Easton
Yeah.
Pizza Halloween Extravaganza. The banner is, God, this banner always hides for me. Here we go. And there it is. I'm telling you, folks.
Yeah.
Let me get my banner out of the way to look at that
Look
dandy.
at that party.
Look at
That's
that
a party right
That's
there,
a
buddy.
freaking party. And if you're a female and you want to go goth, there might be a special prize courtesy of the Ocean
There
for best
may
goth female.
be.
There might be. Vince said, I like them goth chicks. Okay. Let's
Hey,
throw
I'm
some
working
super
with
goths.
Antonio now to put together a nice Halloween drink specials menu.
Oh, I
So
like
we
that.
are working on that.
I like that a lot. Yeah, Carly Matisse. Well, she's not quite metal, but let's get her. Again, this November the 1st, 2025, 606 Dover Road in Easton, Maryland. Easton Pizzeria is becoming one of the hottest spots in the area for metal. Like Callis said, there's not a lot of places, but places are popping up. This is one of them. Check it out. You'll see me. You'll see Vin. You'll see Parlor. You'll see, they're going to be in the house. Suicide Puppets, Callous Cryptid, all for 15 stinking dollars. American Mosh Pits, Federated Auto Parts, The Yo Show, Parlor Root Beer, and much more bring you this incredible event. Vin, I'm getting goosebumps, bro. I'm so excited.
And I just want to add, there's a lot of nice hotels in Easton. Lots. Just about every chain hotel that you like to visit, whoever you are, whatever reward program you got, that hotel is in Easton.
That's a great plug too, because that is important. And I know when I go out to the shows in Harrisburg and places like that, like the Nick Myers show, 717, a lot of these metal bands, I'm like, okay, I need a spot, and I do a lot of research. Some of the spots have been great, some have been, but yeah, don't risk like hours of driving. Go out, have fun. Get a hotel, motel, have some cocktails, Uber if you have to, stay close to the sites and enjoy it because it's a happening, dude. Like this party is not like that was 2 hours, let's go home. This thing's like 5-6 hours. Jeff's sloppy in the corner. Vin's got to carry him on his back.
FYI, Easton Pizzeria serves and doesn't close till 2 a.m. Just because the music stops at 11 p.m., those parties keep rocking, Jack.
I'm going to have to train for this. I really
You might have to.
What's that costume? It's the drunken asshole. He'll be here any minute. I got to kind of keep my Yo Show buttons and stickers away that night. People are like, Yo Show? That's that asshole that was passed out and pulled his own vomit.
Yeah, that guy was a mess by 11 p.m.
If that guy grabbed my fishnet stockings one more time,
oh my God, we're getting sued.
Now my wife's going to change her mind. She's like, I'm going.
Yeah. Cassie's like, I just made the decision. I'm making the trip.
And she's going to go heavy goth, I'm sure.
Oh, cool.
But, damn, man, the time flies. I tell you what, we're running a little late if you want to do something. No, not yet.
Okay. What you got?
We can be, but I want to do this. In honor of this dude coming in last night and being a part of the audience and shouting out. And part of like me wearing his shirt. How about Only Human by Traverse the Abyss before we get out of here? What do you think?
Oh, that's a great one. Rock it, Jeff. Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do another song here, and we'll do a couple goodbyes. We'll catch up with Vin again in a few minutes. Song's about 4 minutes long. Our good friends from Traverse the Abyss, Eric Abyss, huge shout out. Only Human. This one kicks ass. Get ready. This is the Yo Show. Yeah, Wednesday night. Jeff and Vin. Be right back. You know, last week when you made your debut on the program, we did some great things with your metal pick of the week and an awesome guest. I'm like, you know what? I didn't give Vin a gift. That,
All
my
right.
friend, is your gift. Little freaking traverse the abyss. One of the coolest freaking dudes on the planet, Mr. Eric Abyss. Shout out, bro.
Hey, here's a fun fact about that video. Eric's wife is one of the actresses in that video.
That's awesome. That's very cool.
There you
I
go.
love being in videos. We talked about it. We talked about the Suicide Puppets one, and they even said at the end, like, you're gonna be at the filming, right? I gotta make.
August 16th, I'll be there.
Oh my God!
I'm
August
getting
16th.
murdered. They're gonna murder me.
I want to be murdered. I think it's a weekend I work, but I want to be murdered. What time is this thing?
I have to leave. I have to be up there like noon or 1 o'clock
Oh,
or something.
shit.
Yeah,
and I need
it's
somebody to cover, and I also need covers on October 11th because I'm doing that.
I have been.
Cool show in
This
Century.
is so cool. I've never been in a music video before, so this is
It's
cool.
great. I love it.
And they gave us, they're like, here's your list of clothes we want you to bring, and they're like, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, man, this is cool. Like, this is like real, this is pretty neat.
I was in again 6th Century before while Brady was still there. They shot a video up in like the New Hope, place New Hope, up in that area, called the song was "Gods of Our Own," and they said we're looking for people. Put my name in it. Said Jeff would love to have you. They said bring a white T-shirt and a black T-shirt. They get this white T-shirt, Vin, and they make homemade mud out of coffee grinds,
Ugh.
soil that they soak, and you are just draping it, and you're smearing it on, and on your face, my head, and what you were was they call you the worm people.
Yeah.
So you was like it's like you crawled into this cave where the band is playing the song. The video is great. Gods of Burn, if you ever get a chance. And I'm
gonna
there.
check that out.
And dude, I'm one of the many, but you'll catch me quite a few times. Cause I had to make sure I got in like with the drums and the guitars and stick my face in there. It took like 9-10 hours to shoot this fucking thing. Worth it.
Yep.
And I love the song still, but at that day I think I heard it 27 times. I'm like, I am done.
People don't like. I did some filming. This is years ago for a haunted house. We were making movie clips, for like their commercials.
Yeah.
And like you said, to make a 90-second clip took like 13 hours.
Yes. Holy
I was
shit,
like,
yes.
I was like, are we making a movie or something that it comes out in 90 seconds? I was like, what the hell?
This guy at this video is like, I want you to act like you know about the music, yet act like you've never met the music. So I'm headbanging, and he's like, after the stop, he's like, I want to really headbang. You don't know what headbanging is. Well, I'm inventing it, I guess.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've invented headbanging. But yeah, it's a fun process, and shout out to the crew that hung with them. They put out a great spread of food, hoagies and sandwiches, chips, desserts, cookies, sodas, beers, you name it, spread. Great day. So I recommend, and Vin, if you've never been in one, get in that Suicide Puppets video. And if I can find a way to switch it work, I will be there. I'm telling you, it is a
I'm going to be there.
blast.
I am going to be there, buddy. You can count on that.
It's a little bit of work. I will say there's some work. But, you're a guy like me. You'll make it fun. I had people cracking up. I was eating leaves. I put grass in my mouth like I really came out of the ground. And people are like, that's fucking cool, man. We live the part.
Well, being detail oriented, I took their list of the clothes. I was like, all right, well, that's good. But what if they need to vary it? So let me make 3 different variations of this item. So I'm ready for whatever. So actually my list of, 4 pieces of clothing is actually now like a 12-piece bag that I'm taking. I want to be prepared for whatever they need.
I agree. Because like I said, we went and 6 inches white shirt, black shirt. The black shirt theory ended up getting ditched. It's like the people in white all came in scraggling and messy. And at the end, they'd all come in black like they've discovered themselves now and found civilization, but are still big fans of the music. I'm like, that's cool. But they did the black shirt part. We just did the white and the dirt and the nonsense. But it was friggin' great, dude. I was covering myself in. I was making more of my own homemade mud. That's how into it I was getting.
You were like, I just gotta do this. It's so much fun. I can be a kid.
What a day, dude. Yeah, you definitely got to do it. I'm looking forward to seeing you in that
Oh,
video.
we'll give you some behind the scenes clips, no
like
doubt.
it.
You guys pay attention to the social media that days. We'll be putting stuff up.
Absolutely. You know, I will run our banner through the bottom. Just some spots, you know, maybe brag about being voted top 50 by the Los Angeles
Hell
New York
yeah,
Weekly
brag
Times.
about
You
it.
know what I mean? Yeah, brag about it. Absolutely.
Damn right.
So Tuesday night, 8 p.m., Wednesday night, 8 p.m. We got a website, www.theoshow215.com. Needs to be updated by me. I got a little lazy. You're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker's got old episodes. Vin has been giving me all kind of great ideas. So follow us.
Follow us. The
Watch
show
us.
is just going to get better and
Oh.
more entertaining as we go along.
I agree. There's so much to come. Live clips, live appearances, goth girls.
Goth girls are great.
And and goth girls, if I didn't mention that. And goth girls.
That's the perfect way to end it right there, goth girl.
Right, and you can't ask for a better thing. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to see Vin and company next Wednesday night. That's going to be the 13th. Our guest is another metal band, Union 251, in the house here next Wednesday night. More facts from Vin. Vin's metal shot of the week, and much more.
Hey, and you know, next week when we meet, we'll have one Eagles preseason game under our belts.
Great call. That's your. You got a double whammy of random Eagle facts because next week starts preseason. Football's right around the corner, and we're going to be doing a lot of talking about
baby.
that.
It's
Vin
coming.
is ready for some betting tips and all this season. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
psyched
they're coming.
I'm
coming,
psyched for a
baby.
great fall. Then Halloween shows, football, the O Show, can't beat it. Vin, thank you very much again for being part of the family, bro. Love having you.
No problem.
We're going to
See
take
y'all
you
later.
out. Yeah, see y'all later. We're going to take you out with the band Up 24 because, as I said before, these great dudes who are good friends of mine are 93.3 WMMR Philadelphia Local Shots Artist of the Month. We're going to take you out with their song Don't Hide, which is the one they played tonight. For Vin and Jossalyn, Jeff the Shark Perini saying, keep kicking ass. We'll see you Tuesday night.
See ya.
See ya.
I don't know what I'm feeling. Hard to say I'm okay. Emptiness is real and everything's in the way. Tried to hide things deep inside, but still I feel they stare. It's all because of what I love. You think that they would care? You're all ears until you use your eyes. It's all clear. It's why somewhere they're disguised. I can't see myself fading, just to hide who I am. The image may be fading, but music's all in the head. Give me just one shot, say, let me do my thing. Just close your eyes and fantasize, I'm sure the bells will ring. You're here until you use your eyes. It's so clear, it's why somewhere they're disguised. Because there is this fear that needs to disappear. Just play